What's up? Welcome to Slop Slocks Thunderdome edition, the greatest sports betting show in the history of sports betting shows. Everybody knows that. If you've never seen the show before, do yourself a favor right now. Hit the subscribe button. Get the notifications on. You don't want to miss another one of these shows for as long as you live. While you're doing all that, let's talk to today's contestants. The first one has not been in here in a while. We're very happy to see her back. The great Lucy Burdge. What's up, Lucy? How you doing?
What's up, guys? I am great. I'm happy to be here. And, to be present in the Thunderdome is just a gift. It's a blessing, Slop, to be here. And so I would never take that for granted or anything. So I'm really happy to be here.
Awesome. I am very happy you are here as well. I'm also very happy to see our other guest, or I'd call him a contestant today because we're going to go up against each other. The great Alex Caruso. Wait a minute. That's not Alex Caruso. That is, Matt, is that you?
Yeah, a lot of people confuse me with the NBA player Alex Caruso, which I'm assuming is who you're supposed to have on today. I'm sure he's never heard that joke before in his life, that he's got the same name as that guy who looks like Elmer Fudd. But no, I'm doing well, nice and fed. It's always important to do these things when you just had lunch. So I'm feeling really good.
Awesome. I was going to eat lunch, but we had to move today's Thunderdome to noon because the great Alex Caruso needed to move it to noon to do it. But then I don't see Alex here. So I'm kind of hungry. I don't know. He ducked us, guys. He ducked us. I mean, I get it, man. You don't want to come in here and just get your ass kicked again. So it is what it is. Thank you for showing up, Matt. I appreciate that. If you've never seen the show before, what we're about to do is we're going to go 3 picks each, and we're all going to try and sweep. Like, that's the goal here. But if we don't sweep, then we at least want to be the person with the most units. Does that make sense, Lucy?
It absolutely makes sense. It makes total sense, Slop. I'm really happy about it.
So if we can't all win, I just want to win. You know what I mean? Like, I'll take the next best thing, and that's me winning. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go first. Then it's going to be Matt. And then it's going to be Lucy. But Lucy, after you go the first time, you're going to go again because it's like a snake draft. Just like a fancy football draft.
Yeah. Is it like a snake draft or is it a snake draft, Slop?
That's a valid question.
I think it is.
It is a snake draft.
I think it is. So that's really exciting.
Awesome. So I'm going to go first. I'm going to start a little bit hot, but not really. Josh Allen, 2+ touchdown passes, plus 135 at Fanatics. Only one man can save us from another Kansas City Super Bowl, and that man is Josh Allen. There's honestly no stats really to support this. I could say that he's thrown at least 2 touchdowns in 5 of his last 7 games, but does that even matter? This is a conference championship game against a team that he has to hate. It's going to be an everything you got situation or nothing, all right? I think the KC defense is too good to run on, so the air is the best way to attack. The Chiefs gave up 24 touchdown passes this season, Lucy, okay? It's not like they're a shutdown unit. Allen actually had a TD pass last time they played, and he should have had a second one if you guys remember what happened in that game. He just tried to, glory hound it and run it in from 26 yards instead of throwing it, okay? I don't think that happens again. In fact, I'd be shocked if he didn't throw at least 3 touchdowns. We only need 2 here, and I'm so confident that if he doesn't throw 2 touchdown passes on Sunday, I'll give one subscriber $25. All you got to do is hit the comments and tell me how many yards he passes for. That feels easy.
I like it. I was going to wonder if you were nervous about him running in touchdowns, but sounds like you're not nervous about that. All right. I don't know if you guys know this, but the Eagles are 1 game away from the Super Bowl. So I'm going to have play in that game, but nobody can call me a homer because I'm taking Brian Robinson, 40+ rushing yards, plus 110 odds at Bet365. I had to look at least 3 to 4 times to make sure that his line was actually 40+ for plus money. I don't really understand what the books are doing here. He's hit this number in 10 of 16 games this year. He's also had 10 or more carries in every single game, but 3. In the 3 games he went under, one of them was like that weird last game of the regular season where they didn't even play James Daniels in the second half of that game. That doesn't count. That was against Dallas. The other one was also against Dallas. That was a weird game. That also doesn't count. I also think he got hurt in that game just because it helps my argument. Every other game, 10 or more carries. Going up against an Eagles run defense that is good, but they haven't been as good in the playoffs. Down a linebacker. Josh Jacobs ran for 80+ yards against them, hit his number. Kyron Williams ran for 100+ yards against them, hit his number. The Commanders are going to try and stay on schedule. They're going to run the ball. with Brian Robinson, and getting 40 plus yards for plus money. It was just crazy. So yeah, I'll gladly take advantage of that. And nobody can call me a homer because I'm taking a running back on the Commanders to get 40 yards, which, generally correlates to winning, as the pundits on ESPN like to say. If you run the ball, that means you win more.
That's a valid point.
True.
That's a valid point. I don't know. I still think it's a homer bet somehow. Galaxy brained it into not being one, but it is. Lucy,
Yes.
It's time.
All right, it is time. And here we go. Because for my first bet of the day, this is a parlay within a parlay, I guess, because it is a touchdown parlay of Kareem Hunt and Josh Allen, anytime touchdown, plus 375 at BetMGM. Josh Allen had 2 rushing touchdowns against the Ravens in the divisional round. He has 12 this season, and he had 3 rushing touchdowns against the Chiefs in the 2023 AFC divisional round. So he's done this before, of course. Kareem Hunt also now has is on a 3-game rushing touchdown streak, and he has 7 total in his 4 career playoff games and has scored at least 1 touchdown in each of those. So I like this parlay, plus 375 at BetMGM, Kareem Hunt and Josh Allen, anytime touchdown.
What do you think of that, Matt or Alex, whatever you want to be called? He just came out hot. I mean,
I like the Inception parlay within a parlay. I actually also, it's not going to be on my list, but I actually also do have Kareem Hunt anytime touchdown. So I can't say that I don't like that.
But also not on the list.
Correct. Not on the list, but if it wins, I will.
It's not on. Okay.
Yeah, correct.
But you support it.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I like that.
I also have that, even though I don't have that as well.
I love this support. This makes me happy.
Very supportive bunch here.
Yes, of course. Yes, those who are present. Yes.
Let's go again.
Well, here we go, because I also have Jaden Daniels over 250 passing yards. This is plus 155 at BetMGM. He went over this with 258 against the Eagles, which of course was a win. So that is good as well. And the Eagles have allowed 536 total passing yards in the first 2 playoff games this season, which is an average of 268 per game that they are allowing. So Jaden Daniels, I also like the Commanders here to cover at least, if not to win. So I think Jaden Daniels will have a big hand in that and go over 250 passing yards, plus 155 at BetMGM.
I love it. I love it. So a plus 375, plus 155.
Hell yeah.
Alex
/ Matt, I don't know how you're going to answer that.
I will answer that with a plus 200 one. Now we're going to get to the part of the show where people are going to call me a homer. It's Saquon Barkley, 150 plus rushing yards. I don't know if anybody's watched football yet this year, if you guys have or not, but not Saquon Barkley's, you probably don't understand. Saquon Barkley's pretty good.
That is.
He hit it last week.
Never heard of him.
Decent player. Yeah, you should check him out.
Okay.
He hit it last week. He actually had 200 yards. So 150 is even lowballing this. So anything, you call me not a homer for not going 200 plus. He hit this number the second game against the Commanders with 150 yards. He only had 146 the first time, but he was right there. I mean, 4 yards away. That's fine. The Commanders' run defense, not good. They got beat up by Jahmyr Gibbs last week. They're in all these advanced metrics show them as not a good run defense, and also just like yards or just total yards allowed, 4th most to running backs in the entire NFL, 7th lowest stuff rate in the NFL, which is a nerd stat that I love. They also allowed literally the most adjusted yards before contact per attempt. Another nerd stat. All it means is that when they hand the ball off against the Commanders, the running back goes the farthest without being contacted. The Eagles' offensive line, pretty good, able to generate the 2nd most adjusted yards before contact. So it's good on bad, which is generally what I like to target when I'm taking these plays. Also, I'm not sure if Jalen Hurts can move, so they're probably going to give the ball to Saquon Barkley a lot. He's probably going to get like 30 carries. So he doesn't even need to have a crazy yards per carry to get 150. So, yeah, Saquon Barkley, 150 rushing yards.
Yeah. I would have just stopped at Saquon Barkley, 150 plus rushing. I mean, that's good. You know what I mean? It's like, that's what we're doing. It's such a high number. You know what I mean? Like I know what you're saying. The second you say, I'm taking him up for $150. All right, so he's good. But it's what it is. I like it. I think that's going to definitely contribute to the parlay here. What was the price on that?
Plus 200.
Oh, that's not really joking. That's
it's not bad.
Yeah, that's a mainstay. I'm throwing out contributors right here because I'm going Jaden Daniels 2+ touchdown passes plus 130 at FanDuel. Here's the thing. This shouldn't be plus 130. I think it's more like a minus 350 bet, the kind of bet you see in those ladder parlays, because for starters, This kid just slings it. He's been slinging it since Thanksgiving, okay? Go back and look. He's played 8 games, Matt, since Thanksgiving. He's thrown at least 2 touchdowns in all those games, except for one, but that doesn't really count because he barely played. It was that meaningless Week 18 game against the Cowboys. Doesn't count, okay? What's even better is one of those 8 games was against Philly. He threw 5 that day, okay? He knows Philly. He knows they won't be able to run the ball except for Robinson after he gets his 40 yards. So he's going to just use the cannon, okay? He's already baptized these guys one time this season, okay? We don't even need a full baptism this time around. Just a quick 2 dunks, okay? And I'm so confident that I will also give a subscriber $25 if he does not throw 2 touchdowns. But you got to hit the comments and you got to tell me exactly how many yards he throws for us. That feels easy. What do you think, Lucy?
I love that. And hopefully it's over 250.
Oh, it'll definitely
so
be over that.
These complement each other, Slop. I love that.
Yep.
I'm very excited about this.
On the streets, I believe they call that correlation.
I love that synergy. We are Joey Fatone in sync. Love that.
All together.
Yep. I like that very much. Correlation. It's the word of the day.
Me, you, and Alex.
Yep, exactly. Yep. Alex, absolutely. All together.
Yep. Right. So I'm going to go with my third pick. It's going to be Luke Kennard, 12-plus points, plus 105 at Fanatics. Here's the thing, Lucy. We need something for tonight. And damn it, this is something. Okay, about an hour ago, John Morant popped up on the injury report. He's now questionable. I don't think he's playing. We also know that Jake LaRavia is not playing either. Now, what if, Matt, Santi Aldama doesn't play either? Then what? I'll tell you what. It's Luke Kennard night. For one, this guy could get 12 if all those guys were playing. He just had a 20 burgers last time out. He's going to play 25-plus minutes tonight no matter what, and those minutes are coming against the NBA's 3rd worst defense. On top of that, he's a home rims guy. We're talking 51% from three-point land in Memphis this season. If you're going to this game, bring your umbrella, okay? I am very confident, though, that this guy's getting 12-plus, that I will also give another $25 to one subscriber. All you got to do is hit the comments and tell me exactly how many PRAs this dude has tonight. That feels easy.
I like this, Slop. You know what this does? It gets the ball rolling because coming into the weekend, we'll already have one leg of this parlay down and it will hit and we will be on our way to a sweep. So I like that very, very much.
We'll only need 8 after tonight. That's it. Just 8 more legs.
That's beautiful.
It.
Beautiful.
That's crazy. Shout out to you.
I'll be honest with you. If you're betting this tonight, have something else with it because that's probably cashed in the first quarter. You're going to be very disappointed because there's no NBA after this game tonight. Like these are the last, they're all at like 8 p.m. I don't know what's going on. It's a weird Friday.
Yeah,
Freaky Friday maybe.
It's Freaky Friday.
But you know one thing. Alex, you're up.
Yes, that's me, Alex. All right, now we're really going to get to the homer territory. I kind of okey-doked everybody when I said I don't think Jalen Hurts can run because guess what? We're going Jalen Hurts 15-plus rushing yards in the first quarter. 15-plus rushing yards in the first quarter, plus 320 odds at FanDuel. So here's what's going to happen. All week, everybody's talking about, we don't know if Jalen Hurts can move. He hurt his knee. He's limping. He's got a brace. We all know he's dealing with some mobility issues. He didn't run in the second half against the Rams. First drive of the game, Eagles are going to call a designed running play for Hurts, or they're going to call a read option with him and Saquon. He's going to keep it. He's going to prove to everybody how big his nuts are, how tough he is. Everybody needs to know how big Jalen Hurts' nuts are and how tough he is. And the rest of the game, the Commanders are going to be horrified if Jalen Hurts is going to keep the ball and run it. So they're going to have to respect his legs. He's hit 15-plus rushing yards in the first quarter of both of the playoff games so far. Now, that was on 2 healthy knees. So, it is important to have a healthy knee. He also hit it in the first quarter. The last time these 2 teams played, he had 40 rushing yards in the first quarter of that game. No, he also got concussed. So that's not great. Let's hope he gets 40 and doesn't get concussed this time. But I'm telling you, Jalen Hurts, first drive of the game, he's going to run. He's going to welcome contact. He's going to get up. He's going to flex, and everybody's going to go crazy. He just wants to show everybody that, don't worry, he's not hurt, that he can be able to move. And then he probably won't run after the first quarter, but that's why we only went with the first quarter.
All right. All I heard was big nuts.
Legs.
Plus 320. So feeling kind of conflicted because I'm in on the plus 320, kind of out on the big nuts, whatever. Each their own, but I'm with you. I'm with you.
We'll see, though. We will see how big his nuts are, and I can't wait to see his legs.
I'll be honest with you.
He's a good-looking guy.
Won't see his nuts. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, sometimes it happens.
We'll probably get blurred out.
Probably.
But
Hopefully they don't.
All right, enough talking about nuts. We're down to the last bet. No pressure, Lucy, but in my head, I just calculate everything. We've cashed 8 picks. If this one cashes, that's 9, and that would win a 9-leg parlay.
Okay, well, this is good news because I like the chances of this one. Plus 130 is this bet at BetMGM. It is Travis Kelce, anytime touchdown. He has won in each of his last 2 games, and he is old reliable for Patrick Mahomes. So I think on a big stage, who do you go to? The guy you can trust. So I think this is a good chance for him to just anytime touchdown. And at plus 130, some value there. It goes without saying who will be in the crowd, who can give him some inspiration to not perhaps drop any passes, because Taylor Swift, I'm assuming, will be there. So that aside, though, because that's just a cherry on top. In any event, I think Travis Kelce anytime touchdown plus 130 at BetMGM is a fantastic way to cap off the parlay.
That's awesome. Are you a Swiftie?
So I don't identify as a Swiftie, you could say. But some of her songs I do like, though I think like her, I like to see what she's wearing, but I would not say I'm a Swiftie. I don't know every lyric or many of them really, or live and die by what she's doing. But I know that they scare me. Swifties scare me.
Yeah.
Because you can't tweet it.
Criteria?
Well, you can't tweet a joke about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce without all of them swarming and saying, you don't know what you're talking about. How could you even be on this app? You don't know anything. And so that kind of is frightening. But, she's talented, I guess. But that's
I kind of respect it.
Yeah.
Because you don't see gangsters that look like most normal Swifties. You know what I mean?
But they are. They're their own mafia.
They really are. Gangsters.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them too.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Lucy, off the top of your head, what would a $10 9-leg parlay play? Hey.
Yeah. So adding it all up, I've calculated it to a $10 9-leg parlay would add up to $81,666.84. Look at that. That is a good omen here.
Mm-hmm. Well, if you're into satanic,
I think it's
not great, but it's stuffed in the middle. So it's not really that noticeable.
No.
Until you get to that part of it, then you're like,
81,000.
81K is pretty good. That's a good weekend for all of us. I mean, for me, at least, I don't want to speak for you guys, but I feel like that's pretty good for $81,000. That's another bet. Guys, thanks for showing up today. Very, very happy both of you actually did show up today. So that was awesome. Lucy, tell the people where they can find you.
Yes, you can find me on the BetQL network, also on Twitter or Instagram at Lucille Burdge. And if you do not have a BetMGM account and want to bet on any of this at BetMGM, sign up with code Lucy, get my bonus bets offer. Awesome.
And Alex?
Yes, Alex is on Twitter at Jedi Modi. I don't really know why that's his Twitter handle. But no judgment here. You can find Alex there / me on Twitter at Jedi Modi, also on YouTube at the same thing. So if you found me compelling, found Alex compelling, go ahead and follow him on Twitter there.
Yes, and if any of Matt / Alex's bets loses, contact Alex Caruso.
Correct.
Twitter.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. That's correct.
Just
like that.
Just throwing that out there. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to be back at 4 p.m. today to use the tools at OddsJam to find even more bangers for tonight, tomorrow, and the next day. It's going to be awesome. Join us then. Thanks for watching.